Love, is it a chain? I'm asking this question to know whether love, is it a chain? You know, chain. You know chain? Huh? You know chain. You know, they put you in chain now, you know you cannot move. You will stay one place. Lord, is it a chain to our life? Huh? 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 Only one person is saying, yes, sir. Huh? Yes. Love is a big chain. But hatred will not allow us to be chained. Hatred will not do what? Allow us to be chained. Love is a very big chain. That is what God used to chain us. God used His love to do what? To chain us. He put us in chain. So we can't move. We can't do our will, but will of God. If you're a true Christian, you're supposed to be in what? You're supposed to be in chain. You're not supposed to be free. If you are free, that shows that you are a wild animal. You're supposed to be in chain as a Christian. So that your God will do what? Will be directing you. You know, when you are chained now, whatever the one that chained you tells you, that is what you do. He said, follow this way, that's the way where you will go. Follow that way, that's where you will go. Follow this way, that's where you will go. But it's always difficult for God to pull us from our family. Very, very difficult. The problem you have now, you say you love God. You say you're obedient to God. But to pull you from a family to family of God is very, very difficult for God. It's not easy for God at all. He tried many ways. It did not work for him to pull you. Because if God must love you and you stay, two of you marry, He must take you out of your father's house to his house, and you will live there forever. But the problem now is to pull you from where? From your father's house. Very, very difficult. You refuse to forget about your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, and your friends. And you have stayed with those people for years. Now you're a believer. Now you say you know God. God now come to marry you, to take you out of them, pull you out of them. You refuse. You want God to marry you and your family, and it's not possible. It's not possible. That is why you keep on disobeying God. Keep on disobeying God every day. Because of your family member, because of your mother, because of your father, because of your wife, because of yourself. So he could not marry you. You still remain in your father's house. And he married the body. That is the one that comes to church every day. But the original one, that is your spirit, is still at home, still in your father's house. God could not pull that one. So he could not do much in you. He could not use you. Because he prefers your spirit than your body. He has nothing to do with your body, but your spirit and soul. That's what God is looking at, to take and use to work. He can't join the body, but he can join spirit. The body can die, the spirit cannot die. The body can die and rot in here, but their spirit cannot die. God cannot die. So that one is the one God wants to marry. But he said, no, take my body, but leave my spirit with my people. I still want to remain in my father's house. just be coming and doing whatever we tell you to do. We don't have television. God will buy television for you. We don't have lamp. God will buy a lamp for you. Our house, there is leakage of water everywhere. You need to build us upstairs. Can't you see the raining house now? God will build the raining house. You look at myself now. I'm sick now. Try and know what to do. If not, I will not be talking to you. God will take you to the hospital and make sure you are okay. Still yet, you don't want to follow him. The same thing goes to your wife too. Huh? The same thing goes to your wife. You want to pull your wife out of his father's house. It's not going to work for you. That is why you are having problem. That's why I'm standing here. You cannot pull that woman from his father's house. It's not possible. That is what you have been trying all these years, but it could not work for you. Their heart is still in their father's house. The same way your heart too in your father's house. What you do to God is what these people, they are doing to you. Stand up and look at them. Look at those people that is dealing with you. Do you see them? Huh? Did you see those people? Sit down. They are the one dealing with you. The women, to pull woman from his father's house is very, very difficult. God put a law. He failed. I told God this morning that I was dressed. I said, you know, you put a law and you fail. He said, you people too, you put a law and your law too fail. Do you not? You put a law in your house now. Your wife will be keeping the law. Abi, the law fail. He will do worse thing. Where you say, woman, don't put this in there. When you come back, that thing is there. You shout, you say this, stay there. She will remove it. Next tomorrow, he will bring the same thing there. After some time, you'll be tired. That is why God sent love to us. That is Jesus Christ. To use love to put us in chain. Can you use love to put those people in chain? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Can you use love to put these people or these women? You know, what they need is not those things you buy. What they need is not those places you take them. What they need is not the money you give them, but love. Not that those gifts, they are not important. They are important, but love is the most important thing. You must come down to their level. Play with them. Make them be involved in what you are doing. And bringing it out small, small. Don't bring it out, boom. If you bring it out, boom, they will not like you again. Do you know what I mean by bringing it out small, small? Huh? You know what I mean by that? You don't know. Okay. I see that you are very, very interested in this message. Let's go to the Bible. Let's go to Ephesians 5 from verse 21 to 29.
Submitting to one another in the fear of God.
Do you hear that? Submitting to what? One another to the what?
In the fear of God.
Fear of God.
Wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as also Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, just as the church is subject to Christ, So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her, that he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of water by the word, that he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she be holy, without blemish. So husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hates his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as the Lord does the church.
You hear that? You see where you are lacking now. The question now, do you love the woman? Because if I don't use what is happening in this world, you will not understand me. Do you love your wife? That is the question you should be asking yourself. How much do you love the woman? I'm sure God loves you. Very, very sure. But what I'm doubting now, you being obedient to God. The same way Bible says, woman, be submissive to your husband, and the husband love your wife. So the problem now is whether you love the woman. Because you can be buying all those things without love. Is it true? There are some people that say that they go out in the morning, they come back next day, but everything is in the house. Rice is in the house. Beans is in the house. Yam is in the house. Money too is in the house. Cars is in the house. But they won't have access to the man. The man only comes when he needs the woman. Is it true? That one is not love. But you are giving everything for the woman. But it never there for her to show her any love. You see, you can provide everything without loving her. And Bible says you should love her the same way you love yourself. God loves us the same way he loves himself. The problem now is for us to leave our family and join God. The same way your family did not allow you to leave and join the woman. Do you know your family never leave you alone till now? Do you know? Do you know? Since you married about 20-something years ago, 15 years ago, 40 years ago, do you know your family never leave you till now to marry the woman? Even sometimes you use your mouth to say it that that it's my family that is marrying to you. Too. If you marry only me, it will not work. You have to marry everybody. So the woman now come December, you will be cooking for 30 people, 40 people, food from morning till night, just to marry the whole family for you. The woman will cook from morning till night. All your mother do, your father do, your brother, your sister do is to eat and go out and carry friends and come. The woman will be cooking in the name of his marrying to the whole family. It's not done anywhere. It's only in your culture they are doing that kind of thing. Is it true? It's not done anywhere. Because even you that is eating, drinking, and sending her, you cannot do that thing. Do you know you cannot do it? I'm asking you. Do you know that you, as a person, cannot do it? And Bible is saying that you love the person as yourself. The same way you nourish your body, the body look good. The same way you should nourish her body, and her body will look very okay. But you nourish your own and allow her. And sometimes it's in firewood they are cooking all those things. It's firewood they used to cook all those things. So, the same way, most of you now, if not all of you, you have not pulled from your family and joined the woman. And remember, Bible says you should leave your father, your family, and join. And two of you become one. This thing that I'm saying now is what is holding most of us that we are not moving forward. Holding most of us that we are sick. Holding most of us that we are not pregnant. I'm telling you the truth. Because you have not leave them and join. And she too, she have not leave her own family and join you too. You people are still the same people, the same person. You are still in the Father's house. This one that's still in the Father's house. And what are you trying to achieve? When Bible have gave you the standard you need to get to receive God's blessing. 80% of broken home today that you see caused by the family. It's either the family of the man or the family of the woman. It's 20 that caused by the two. 80% of broken home today is caused by the family. It's either the family of the woman or the family of the man. It's 20 that caused by two of you that you cannot be able to stay. So what is stopping you from obeying God, loving God, is your family you refuse to leave. So God wants to marry you because he has paid the good price by dying for you in the cross of Calvary. He has paid every of your diary, every of your thing. He has paid from beginning to end and say, come over. But you refuse to follow him. The same way you pay for the woman, you pay everything. You use 1 million. Some people use 5 million. Some people use 20 million. Some people use, no matter how much you use, it will not make the woman to join you. It will not make the woman to join you. That is the problem we are facing. And if we don't have the knowledge of it, he will keep on destroying us, fighting us. Satan will keep on using that to destroy us, distract us, finish us. That is why you cannot separate from Satan in the family. Because you have not met the standard of God to receive the blessing that will counter whatever that is coming from both families. You have not met God's standard. You have not obeyed God's word. So that the word will rise and counter whatever that is in your family or the girl's family. So that you people can live in unity, live in love, in fulfilling your all destinies. But because of that, no counter word from God. That place is zero. So all those things, all those powers in your family, in their family, they begin to fight you. If the sickness is there, because Satan hates marriage. He hates marriage. Very, very well. He hates marriage. What Satan loves is friendship. You will be doing friend. But marriage, Satan hates marriage very, very well. You see, you being married, being happily married, is not happy with you at all. He don't want to use his eyes to see you. He will be looking for a way to pull it down, to destroy it, to make you feel bad. Because if you now join together and become one, that means it's possible that we can join God. The same way we feel our wife is stubborn to us, the same way God feels too that we are stubborn to him. And the only way you can win them, your woman, is love. You use love to put them in chain, not law. Those law you are counting in your house. If you do this, you go. If you do this, this one will happen. You do this, that one will happen. The woman now is fearing you. You have put fear in the woman. Is now having fear all over her. Look, that fear is for a meantime. You will let her be older. You know, as you are older, the woman is taking in charge. Or one day, the country will throw you over there where woman rules. Your power will resort to what? That day, he will now begin to remind you of what you did in Nigeria. Is it true? That time you will know that they never forget all those things. Everything you do, they pack it for you. Everything you do, they pack it for you. Everything you do, they pack it for you. They will ask you. That time we are in Nigeria. Okay, now today why? Maybe you have girlfriends that time. So you treat them here, you believe that they are very submissive. They are not submissive. Are you submissive? Mbo, you are not submissive. You are only in chain of love, chain of law. You don't want to face shame. That is why you remain there. You don't want people to know. You don't want people to mock you and say that you marry, you come out. You don't want that. That is the reason why you are there. Not that you are enjoying it, not that you are happy. It's tests that will prove. Maybe there is travel. Maybe the man went down to zero. You are now up there. You are the one bringing the money in the house. That's his test for you to show whether you are submissive or not. Maybe the man is sick now. You are the hand and the leg and everything. If you are not submissive, it will show that you are not submissive. If what they did to you, the way they slap you, they beat you, that the thing is still in your heart, is when those things happen, it will come out. If you are not forgiving the man, it will come out. God loves us and wants us to leave our home and join him in his home, paradise, heaven. But we would say that our house, we cannot leave it. The same way, no matter what you build in your own house, as a man, you build in Lagos, you build in Banana Island, you build in the village, you build 20 houses in the compound, and the woman have just small house in his father's house. He still value that his father's house than that your mansion. I'm telling you the truth. But you will not know. Do you know the reason why you will not know? Should I tell you the reason why you don't know? You are not close to her. It's not your friend. If the woman is your friend, you will know her heart. Because sometimes our heart escapes our mouth and talk. Is it true? If the woman is your friend, the woman will talk. He will comment. He will complain about their family. He will complain about the brother. that he's not doing anything. He will complain about the mother. He will complain that now rain is falling. Where will my mother stay? Sometimes he will be sober. He will be very down because of the family. That shows that her heart is still there. He still remember them. But because you don't care, it's not your friend. You believe that you have married her. You don't know that you have not married her yet. He's still there. When he goes to the father's house, he now sees one small house. He will enter, and you too, you will join her. But when he now look at your house, how beautiful, he will now come there, he will not be happy. Never be happy. There's no way he will be happy. So God wants you to leave your own house too. The woman leave her own house too. Two of you will join together and become one. And once you leave your house now, God will carry you. He will take you home. Not that he will kill you, but when you sleep in heaven. You will become God's like, a true child of God. So to win them, to put them in chain, is love. Even if we are 50 years and the woman is 20 years, you have to come down to 20 years. Because that is what God do. God come down to our age. You know, God have started existing before this world. But they will born, you know how many generations that God have stayed with in this world. But he still come down to your level of the person that they just born now. God is waiting for you to grow. Tomorrow you and God will become friends. Do you know how many, can we count how many years God used to senior you? And you are telling the woman that, you know, I senior you, you know that you are still small boy, you know that you not small boy, you know that you are still small girl. You don't talk to me like that. I'm adult, I'm old. You will now call your age, I'm 55 years, you are just 20. I'm just helping you. All those words, they are bad words. Because God will never tell you his age. Even when you wrong him, he will not tell you his age. He have no age. And he will not tell you that I'm God. I will do this for you. I will do that to you. I will do that. He will not say that. He corrects us with love. He walks with us with love. He talks to us with love. He do everything with love. He used love to change us. No one serve God that is free. Paul said that he's a born servant of what? Of God. That shows that he's in chain. Very big chain. Always in chain. God will not allow him to do those things. If you love your wife, you use love, you will change her anywhere, any day. He cannot do without you. If you leave her, she'll be looking for you, calling you on phone every time. Because the chain is there. But the reason why they are not calling you, they are not looking after you, is because there is no love. So your woman is not in chain. You're distracted. The same way you too, you are distracted. Because the weapon Satan used to fight us is worldly war, distraction. Will distract you. So the question you should be asking yourself, are you in chain? Am I in chain? In Old Testament, God tried everything to use law to change the children of Israel. They said no. Every time. It's either they are beating God or God is beating them. Is it true? It's either God is lamenting, crying, or them, they are lamenting, crying. That is how all those 40 years in the wilderness is always fight every day. dissenting in our marriage. True or false? Because we use what? We use law. Overlook some things they do that is wrong. Because God overlook many things we do that was wrong. That's why the Bible says, no one is righteous. No one is righteous. Overlook some of the things they do. Overlook it. Pretend as if you did not see it. You are saying that they should not put this chair. They should not put this chair here. No account will you put this chair here. And each time you come, the chair will be here. I'm telling you, overlook this chair. In short, make the chair they stay there. I don't know whether. Because God overlook some mistake we do, or some behaviors we do. If you overlook this, one day she will know the reason why you say this chair should not be here. But that time there is war. Satan is there. Is the one that is telling her not to do it. After, when Satan knows that this chair is no longer your problem, he will leave her. She will carry this chair by herself and go and keep it there that you said. God say, overlook. Say, love, overlook others' mistakes. But if you continue insisting, you cannot love her. Is it true? That's where, if you are being trained by God, because I'm trained by God, so there's some things that I'm doing before, he ignored that, but now he's using small to stop me this, stop me that, stop me this, stop me that. So if God used force, law on me, I will not be here. I would have run away since. But he used love and take his time to prepare me. So you take your time and prepare her, your family, and make it best. But if we continue under law, if you don't do this, this will not happen. If you don't, so you disobey. So that means, you say in your heart that this money that you are giving every month, I will no longer be giving you every money every month. You have killed yourself. You hear me? Maybe you have been type that give money every month. Every month you drop 20,000. This is for your anything you want to buy for yourself, you buy. Anything you want to do. But because of that, you stop dropping the 20,000. You don't enter. Since you have decided to be dropping that 20,000, you continue. Unless you are not seeing the money again, they now know that the money is no longer coming. But not use because of her wrong, her mistake, you need to overlook to stop the 20,000. If you use it to stop the 20,000, she will not forgive you. And she will be more even stubborn than before. Love change us. Tell your neighbor, love. So do you want to be loved by God? That means your hand must be like this. That means your hand will be like what? Like this. I know we have stubborn ones. There's one that the people that I'm talking now, I know you'll be saying that, what of the stubborn one? Is it not what is going in your mind? There is people that want to marry, and there's people that don't want to marry. Is it true? It's not everybody that will marry. There's people that want to marry, and there's people that don't want to be married. Why some men, they have fight, they give up. Because they could not use love, they use law. They fight and give up. The woman is the one controlling, the same way you control God. Is it true? You control God. Our generation worship God the way they want to worship God. Do you know? It's not the way God wants us to worship Him, but we worship God the way we want to worship God. It then becomes problem now. So when you call God in time of trouble, He will not come, because you worship Him the way you want to worship Him. You serve Him the same way you want to serve Him. Anytime you like, you worship Him. Anytime you like, you don't worship Him. That's how you worship God. You worship God anyhow. God say, do this, you will not do it. You do your own. He will not push you away. He will leave you. The same way in human being. There is some husband today, they could not control the wife. They now say to the wife, oh, you rule me. They are the one going to the market. They are the one washing clothes. They are the one cooking food. They are the one sweeping the house. They are the one doing everything. Their wife, they are now serving the woman. They say, I surrender. Or you rule. The same day, God will one day, you will need God. He will not answer you. The same thing goes to you. The day you will need that to your husband, he may not even answer you. Because one day, because you are a strong woman, you are the man in the house. One day, you will go out and make trouble. And when you make trouble, they demand the presence of your husband. Because you are the one that is in charge. When the man comes, he will not talk. When the man comes, he will not do what? He will not talk. It's either the man will be watching you and the family that is fighting like this, or the man will do like this. The two hands at the back and say, because you don't know what he will talk. When you go home, Osu, so he will not talk. So you will be telling Papa Mecca, what can you say? What you say is good. Is it true? Because you are the one ruling in the house. You could not allow the man to rule. You could not allow the mantle God have given to the man. You collected the mantle from the man. You are the one using the mantle. So now problem have come now. People outside where the problem now happens say, oh, yeah, go and bring your husband. You go to bring your husband. Your husband will be coming. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Your husband will not know what to say. He'll be coming. When you come, they will say everything. The man will be looking at you because they are the one that used to talk before. So you need to settle this one too. Because you will not tell the people there that you are the one that is husband at home. The same way God. So if you choose to worship him anyhow, ridicule him, make him foolish God, embarrass him every day, the day of your trouble, people now gather. You now begin to pray that God need to surface, he need to show himself. You'll be praying, crying, you will not hear anything. Because you are the one leading. So what is happening in heaven It's what is happening here. It's what is happening here. Do you see that we are in very big trouble? Huh? Ask your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. Do you see that we are in very big trouble? Huh? We are in very big trouble. We have a very big trouble now. But if we obey God and follow Him the way He wants us to follow Him, He will be our God. Huh? He will do what? He will be your God. What God wants from you is obedient to all He said, not some, all. Whatever God say, you obey. Whatever God say, you obey. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, it's not good, you obey. Whether you see that this place you are going, there will be so much suffer, you obey. Whether you see that this place you will not succeed, you obey. That is what he did to the children of Israel. There is a way to enter promised land from Egypt very, very close. But he chose to carry them round and round and round and round and round. He wanted to test them to know whether they will obey him, whether they will follow him, whether they will listen to him. He followed that way. The same thing with you. The same thing with you. Because it's not all those things you say, you people should go. Your wife may know the better way to get the thing done. Am I right? Huh? Is it true? It's not you cannot know everything now. Huh? You are a human being now. It's only God that knows everything. But you will not allow them to advise you. Is it true? Huh? Is it true? Huh? You will not even come down to hear and know whether this thing, whether it's right or wrong. Stop there. Is it true? It's very, very wrong. So today, we are going to pray and renew our hope in God. We are hopeless now. We need to do what? We renew our hope in God and call God to answer us. And know that what we are doing to God, the same thing these women, they are doing to us. Tell your neighbor, what we are doing to God. The same thing these women, they are doing to us. Clap for Jesus. So my question, I should ask you whether you will change and when are you going to change? God said I should ask you whether you will repent. Because it's not to hear, but to do it. You have received everything, you have heard everything, you heard everything, but to do it now is the problem. To do it is the problem. It's not to hear it. Anybody can hear it, but not everybody that can do it. You have received the good message today. You see, you and God and your wife. Wonderful message. But to be a doer of the message, that is where problem is now. God have not pulled you out of your father's house. That is why your life is still like this. You refuse to leave your brother. You refuse to leave your sister. You refuse to leave your mother. Your mother own is something else. you refuse to leave your father. You still remain there and be calling God to come to that family. And God is calling you to come. Because there's no way you will go and marry a woman and that woman will stay in her father's house. In his father's house. You will stay there. You will be coming there. Can you do that? At the same time, you are telling God that you don't want to leave your father's house. You should be coming there to bless you people. You are telling the man to come and be buying things for you people to be eating. So when are you going to leave your father's house? That is my question now. When are you going to leave your father's house? Women, what I said, is it true? That you have not left your father's house? But my question, why are you staying there? Why are you staying there? You know? And you don't even say it to your husband that you are still with your father's house. You are still because I believe that if you have pain and you say that you have pain, at least they will look for paracetamol for you or Fragile for you to take. But you never mention it. You are hiding it. You are hiding it. If you the man show you love small, you open up small. Is it true? And tell him small thing that they need. They need urgent assistance. Is it true? It's true. So when are you leaving? That's your neighbor. When are you leaving your father's house? When are you people leaving your father's house? Are you surprised to hear the message or what? It's in the Bible now, but you read but you don't understand. It's in the Bible. It's not supposed to be. And so when are you leaving? I know some people they came late, they don't understand what we are saying. So when are you leaving? When are you leaving your father's house? Women, when are you leaving your father's house to your husband's place? When are you leaving? And do you even want to leave at all? But have you made any effort to leave your father's house? Have you made any effort to leave? What are those efforts you made to leave and join the man? What are those efforts? Because God will help you, you must see your effort, the effort you make to leave your father's house and join your husband. Have you made any effort to leave there? What effort? You can stay with a wife for 20 years, 30 years. The woman is staying in his father's house. I'm telling you the truth. That you marry her a long time does not mean that you are married her. To pull her is very, very strong. To pull her is not easy. And if you cannot pull her, she can never love you. It's not possible. You cannot love two masters at the same time. You must hate one and love the other. The same way if you cannot pull out of your father's house to God's kingdom, you can never love God. You can never obey him. It's not possible for you to obey him because your family have their own will and God have his own will. You cannot betray your family. You will do your family's will and you have disobeyed God now. Is it true? So you must leave them and join God. That is the only way you can obey God. Because if you cannot leave your family, it will be very, very hard. It took God 23 years to pull me out of my mother. It took God years to pull me out of my mother, out of my family. So you that is saying that you are marrying a woman that is no longer with his father, mother, family, that you marry to her, it's a lie. You cannot marry her. It's not possible. And if you check, some of you, that is why you are not moving forward. You cannot move. You can't move. No matter how many years you pray, something will be coming out of there, coming out of your own. They'll be fighting you. But if you pull him to pull, the blessing of marriage will follow you. All those attacks cannot stand God's word. What God say that he will do. Whatever God say, he will do it. But for the word of God to fall on the ground, you default. I don't know whether, check yourself well, you default. You are not in the right track. You disobey. That's why the word fall on the ground. The word written in this Bible, it cannot fall on the ground. The only way the word can fall when you disobey, the word fall. God told me that Satan has no power over human being. I was shocked. I said, He said, Satan have no power over human being. That human being were greater than him. I said, He said, only when you are in sin, or when you have sinned, that's when Satan have power over you. But if you refuse and join God, he said, he has no power. He can delay you, but he cannot stop you. He has power to delay you, but he cannot stop you. He can delay you. He can use people because he has people. He can use those people to delay you, but to stop you is not possible. You will move. When the time comes, you move. He has no power. I said, He said he has no power over you. It's sin that makes you very weak before him. He will tell you to kneel down, you kneel down. He said, you hands up, you hands up. Or you do jump like Mawa, you'll be doing. Those things you are doing is because you are in sin. That is why he's greater, powerful, more than you. If you are not in sin, he can't do that. It's not possible. It's not done anywhere. He said, we are greater. He said, go to Genesis 1, you see what I prophesy in your life. All these things in this world, they are all under your feet. You are the one in charge. Satan, is he in this world? Including him now. Say, both in the river, air, anywhere, forest, bush, animal, this, everything is under you. You are the one that control. You are the one that is in charge. That is what Satan saw and said, so they have given this woman being in charge over me. No, I must go to this woman and deceive the woman. He went to the woman and deceived the woman. And then reduced the woman to nothing. That's where you reduce human being to what? Nothing. He begin to rule us. He begin to operate in us. He begin to fight us. He begin to make us his subject and beat us up and down. If he did not do that, if he know that he's greater than human being, why did he go to Eve Why did Satan went there? To do what? He went there because you know that the woman is, God have given the woman everything, giving the man everything. We are greater, we are bigger, we are higher, we are more stronger. The world, everything is under our feet. He have given us in charge of everything. All the animal is human being that gave them name, not Satan, not God. It's human being that gave them name. Anyone that come, he will give him name. Lion come, he give him name. If the Adam is smaller, we Adam now give lion name and anaconda name. He cannot be able to give them names. Crocodile name, he will give them name. All those white animals, he will give them name. They come in subject. They are subject of us, for us. They are subject to us. But Satan now see that, he's in trouble. He went to a woman, weaker vessel, went there and deceived the woman. Because God made us man higher than woman, so the woman will be under. It's only Western world, they are evil. You know that them Satan is ruling them. They now turn that Bible upside down, make woman higher, make man lower. Is it not what you are saying there? They went to the Western world, they make man what? Lower. They make woman higher. So when you go there, you see plenty of divorce. Some people that are rich, they refuse to marry. Because if they marry, they don't know who they marry. Whether they will come and divide their money, they don't know. So they now call them my girlfriend. It's law. Satan turned everything because he's taking over what is ours to himself. He used it to rule us. But thank God for Jesus. But you must come to him. I don't know whether, Thank God for who? Jesus. But you must do what? You must come to me, to him. Say, come unto me. All you that labor, you must go to Jesus. It's no longer giving you, it's there. But you must go to him. So the Bible is our standard. So if you surrender to Jesus today, he marry you. I marry to Jesus. Satan, leave me alone.